It is likely that the rhythm of life you have, or the stress that you accumulate from the activities you do during the day, will cause you problems sleeping. Other people may be a little overweight and may also have this difficulty. But regardless of the reason for the problem, if you set and stick to bedtimes, you can rest better. Advantages of having regular sleeping hours. Planning a time to go to bed means that you define the time to go to bed each day and the time when you should get up the next day. This is influenced, among other things, by the type of work you do and the activities you do at home, such as taking your children to school. What has been shown is that having regular sleep schedules brings many advantages. Improves academic performance. The amount of time you spend in your sleep is related to your performance in studies. There is research that corroborates this, such as the one published by Sleep Health magazine in 2018. The results of which show that children who sleep a lot perform better, and those with reduced sleep have a worse performance in grammar, arithmetic and writing performance. Benefits the heart. If you sleep fewer hours than your body needs, you are more likely to suffer from cardiovascular diseases. It helps to sleep. This is one of the main benefits of always going to bed at the same time. When you get used to doing it, the body adapts to the schedule and you will notice that it will cost you less to fall asleep. In other words, sleep latency is usually lower in people with established sleep schedules. For this reason, you should set your time to go to bed at the time when you're regularly more sleepy. Keeping sleep schedules brings happiness. You may not be aware of this, but as John Cadwell, experimental psychologist and sleep quality specialist, points out, going to bed at the same time is essential to get a good rest. Add that a person who rests well stays happy during the day, while a person who doesn't get irritable most of the time. What is the best time to sleep? The first thing you should determine when sleeping is the right time to go to bed daily. This varies, because obviously not all people get sleepy at the same time. However, it is highly recommended to have regular night hours to go to bed. The reason is that at night the brain increases the release of melatonin, according to Mayo Clinic staff. Melatonin is a hormone that the brain produces naturally, and it reduces the time it takes to fall asleep. In case you have to work shifts at night, then it is better that, when you sleep during the day, you provide yourself with the necessary conditions to trick the brain. In other words, try to put little or no light in your room, and avoid noise as much as possible. Additional tips to rest better. Always sleep the same number of hours. It has been shown that there are differences in the number of hours that people need depending on their age. In other words, depending on age, the number of hours of sleep schedules varies. In this regard, two professors at the University of Barcelona showed the recommendations of the hours a day to sleep given by the National Sleep Foundation. 10 to 13 hours a day, for children 3 to 5 years old. 8.5 to 9.5 hours a day, for adolescents 12 to 17 years old. 7 to 9 hours a day, for adults from 18 to 64 years old. For adults over 64 years, 7 to 8 hours a day. Respect sleeping hours on weekends. If you are one of those who likes to party every weekend and arrive home late, you should know that it is not recommended. The schedules that you define to go to bed, you must respect them every day. It doesn't mean that you can't be social, but if possible avoid late night meetings every weekend. Doing so is a waste of time, since your brain will have to reprogram the time of sleep each time the week starts.